Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where this war is functionally over at this moment. We're invading Stellaris, and that's going to be done very, very shortly here. Let's hop in here. There we go. And yeah. So we can see this is going to be done pretty soon. We're going to boost this up to fast speed, and we're just waiting for this invasion to finish, but all of our forces are currently heading home, except this one. These guys are still flying around and getting all of this cleaned up, but I think these are going to become unoccupied as soon as this world gets finished up. So there's that. All of our other forces are heading back to Plant Heart, and that's absolutely a-okay. Now, the next thing that I want to do is I want to go through here, and I want to be putting biomass into some places like this. So we'll get that going, and we'll get this going. Perfect. And down in Grunthurst, this will be fine too. We'll get that moved on over.
New knowledge blooms.
So that's underway. That'll be fine. Mining beam projector sounds good. Guardian snapper guns sounds great. And actually, terraforming speed. Ooh. Yeah, we'll grab ceramo metal infrastructure. So all of our forces pretty much are heading home at this moment. Now, these guys, they're not crushed at this moment, but we don't care about them. We're just going to ignore them. We're going to pretend they don't exist. That's fine.
The weeds have been pruned.
So we can now launch Impenetrable Border, and let's go for Conquer Nature. Beautiful.
Shelter being ravaged.
So down over here in Stellaris, this is going to be... Is this going to be under our control? It is. Okay, noted. So this is looking very good at this point. We are nearly through their reserves, and there goes another army. They didn't even disengage that one. Perfect. Just about through their reserves here. We can see that their morale is broken on pretty much all of their armies that are disengaged, but it doesn't matter because that's an 85% damage reduction when they're disengaged. So that sounds absolutely glorious at this moment. So just bringing this right on down at this moment. And that's their reserves gone. Okay. That's interesting. These guys who told us to go to war previously are now telling us to not go to war. They're saying, trust us. Rest or you will break. Oh, we want to rest. I don't know why we're responding ludicrous. This is what we want.
Life stirs in the void.
We will absolutely rest. We're done with this war. We've gotten everything we're going to get out of it. We just need to finish up this invasion. So that's absolutely wondrous. Okay, so they are down to just 4 armies remaining. Unfortunately, we didn't disengage that one. It just died. Very sad. But we're cleaning up their backline. This is one of those situations where armies prefer to attack the disengaged armies if there's not targets up here, but we should prefer to attack their front line because these are still doing full damage. So ideally we take out these frontline units, but one of them went down. Oh, 2,000 alloys from the Tinkerers. Cool. Hi, Tinkerers. So we got citadels, and mining station output will be fine. Wonderful. This should end the war for us. I don't know if it'll end it overall, because they still have a vassal that's in the battle, but we're going to be ending it... Like, these guys are no longer going to exist. Their overlords will cease to exist, and I don't know if the war is going to go up in smoke, or if it will continue. Ah, Titans and Perdition Beam. Yes,
predatory,
we're going to grab that for sure. Wait, where are we being attacked? Oh, down over here. Yeah, that's fine. So we're getting all of this back under control of the United Deathican Commonwealth. That'll be okay. And we are now wrapping this up. It's over. So the question is,
alien world
does the war cease to exist here, or do they have another planet we don't know about? That is a possibility. The Union of Izk Center is gone. Okay. So, where did our fleet that was here go? Oh, they closed their borders to us. So we're currently in transit back. Sure. So that seems fine, and we'll head back here as well. So the war's over. These guys are free. war is done, and the Uvzant League is now the new president of the Coalition of Interlinked Systems. That's fine. We don't care about that. Completely and totally irrelevant, and the war is done. We are now at peace. This station we want to downgrade because we're at 29 out of 27 starbase capacity. So we'll get that going immediately. And what other stations do we not need anymore? There's got to be a good option out over this way, right? I really think we need this station at Chitris. This is going to become a defensive platform. So we're going to put in gun batteries in all of these slots. We're just going to get that going. And then we're going to put in communications jammer, target uplink computer, disruption field generator in all of those. Okay, over here at Plant Heart Station, I want to swap this. Actually, yeah, I want to swap this over to being growth chambers. So we'll get that going for now. And all of these ships here, we want to immediately begin upgrading all three of these fleets. We have a fourth fleet that's not here yet, and that's understood. Now, we want to start going through our worlds here. And we want to start putting in all of these in a standard unspecialized manner. So we have 2 levels of quantum crystal tunnels. Okay, sure. We can repair this for now, and we're going to build an orchard forest here and a photosynthesis field as well. But we're not going to otherwise specialize this. This construction ship is currently idle out over this way, and do we want to do anything with it? Well, I'm just looking at our hyperspace relay network for now. It's good enough, to be honest. So what I really want to do is I want to come over to Hope's End, and I want to start building a gateway out over here, but we actually don't have the capacity to do that. Interesting. I thought we had that tech, but apparently not. Good to know. We just have the tech to activate gateways, not to build them, I think. That's fine. So out over here, this is a pollinating world, and this should definitely get a bloom loom. This should get an ore spine, and this should get solar mycolungs. And we should also upgrade this to a planetary root complex. Now, specializations can happen here, but for the moment, I'm not that concerned about it. What I'm really wanting to do at this moment, this is a photosynthesis world. I kind of want to replace these with research growths. Like so. And then swap these over. But we're going to need to do some specializations here. We need think stems here and here. Solar mycolungs are going to go in. We need 1 level of Hollow Mountain and Bloom Loom. So we're going to need to change some things around there for sure. That's going to need some serious work. Okay, I just want to go through, I'm going to start back at the bottom here. I want to go through every single world we have, and I want to check to see if these are, what is this? This is a Hyperforge? I'm going to replace that with a Cradle of Rebirth for right now. Okay, we need Cradles of Rebirth here, 3 of them. That'll do. We need 2 Cradles of Rebirth here. And we're just making sure that everything is relatively good to go. Here we can put in chloroplastic acclimators, lithic bores, and nutritious dells. That's fine for now. Okay. This is going to need Cradles of Rebirth. That's fine. Cradles of Rebirth here. Now we need biomass. Okay. So that seems fine for the moment. We're going to wait for the month tick, but we still need to get rid of an additional starbase. And it's going to be this one. This is an anchorage. I don't want to get rid of it necessarily, but I'm going to do so. Okay, that puts us at 27 out of 27 here. So that'll be fine. We still have a significant issue with our naval capacity, of course. So that's fine for the moment. We're going to need to put in an additional Cradle of Rebirth here. And then once we have 1 more month tick go by, we'll need 1 more Cradle of Rebirth here. We just want to max out our Cradles of Rebirth for right now, and then we're going to go through and specialize all of our worlds. That's going to be a fairly slow process, and we're probably going to want to colonize all of our existing colonizable worlds first as well. Okay, so we'll do that for now. This one is not good. Okay, so we need to do all of these as well with Cradles of Rebirth, and that's going to be a kind of slow process because we need 5 of those. So that looks good for the moment. And we would like to get these properly set up, but I want to find our hunter world. Here it is. So this is our hunter world here, and what we really need here is we need to get a single photosynthesis field, and then we need to get a hollow mountain, and then we need to max out our communal biomes to get as much as we can in terms of naval capacity out of this. So that'll be fine. I want to check in here. Yeah, that's okay. So back down over this way, we need to continue to put in Cradles of Rebirth, but we're going to need additional biomass for that, of course. So that's going to be a fairly lengthy process. And then we're going to go through and get all of our 1 levels of photosynthesis fields, hollow mountains, and orchard forests going. That'll be fine too. But for the time being, this is our biggest thing that we need. And we shouldn't need too many more of these Cradles of Rebirth. We've been building them kind of periodically, not super thoroughly, and I wish we had been, but alas, we have not been. So we have low stability on Viral Conid, but I don't think that's actually going to be an issue. So now we're just waiting for this month tick to get us enough biomass to get this planet semi-ready to go. Okay, there we go. So next up, we need to go through these worlds here. This is a Crucible world, and we probably want to swap these Cradles of Rebirth, but we'll come back to that. For the time being, this is fine. Okay, there's a pollinating world with think stems. We'll come back to this as well. So this all seems good. This is our hunter world, of course. This one, we're going to want to swap these as well, but we'll do that as we go through with our specializations. Okay, this seems fine for now. We could definitely get this upgrade going, and I'm going to do that. Most of these should be fine, but we can clear off tile blockers here, and we want to go through and make sure that all of our tile blockers are cleared soon enough. Pops are declining on one of our planets? Yeah, because we're assimilating the undesirables. So that's all absolutely fine. I think at this moment we're in a pretty good spot here. Hang on. Here's some worlds that need some work. So we need to put in some Cradles of Rebirth here. We're going to need enough biomass for 2 more, and then this one is going to need biomass as well. So that's going to take a little while, for sure. But it sounds good. So we're, of course, boosting our amount of biomass that we're earning. We could almost make 2 of these per month at this point. Not quite, but we're getting pretty close. So get another Cradle of Rebirth in here, and we are going to ditch these Cradles of Rebirth eventually, but for right now, this is the path that we want to take. So this is going to, of course, require this, and we want to clear off tile blockers where possible. The question is, when, right? Well, when do we want to go through and clear all of these tile blockers? I think the answer is basically as soon as we get all of our constructions of Cradles of Rebirth going. So let's get a Cradle of Rebirth here. We're still missing a little bit, but Plant Heart has finished up its growth chamber here. Seems good. And where's our other fleet at? It should have come back by now, right? Yeah, here it is. We're going to bring that also back to Plant Heart for now. We're going to be reworking our fleets soon enough. So that sounds good. We're going to get a couple more Cradles of Rebirth going here. And at this point, we just need 2 more Cradles of Rebirth here. And I think it's not quite all of them, but it's close. Okay. So 2 more Cradles of Rebirth go in here, and then we need 4 more Cradles of Rebirth here, and then that'll be good. We'll call that absolutely fine.
Vessels
so after
adapted.
that, we want to go through and do tile blocker clearances. That's our next mission, and we want to get colonizations going. So that'll be fine. Just as soon as we've got the biomass here. There's 1 and 2. What are we running out of?
Life stares
Oh,
in
we're
the
full
void.
on influence, minor artifacts, and astral threads. Speaking of influence, we want to change our capital back to here, and that'll cost us 250 influence. Done. So our capital moves back to Plant Heart. Plant Heart is basically back to where it was. So that seems great. We're lacking biomass to get it fully upgraded, but that's to be expected. So as of right now, we want to get these 2 Cradles of Rebirth going. We don't quite have enough to get this last one done, but very shortly. We're net negative on food right now as well, and that is a bit of an issue. We will address that shortly. Okay, there's our final Cradle of Rebirth going in. Now what I want to do is I want to save up on our biomass, and we're going to go through all of these, clearing any tile blockers that remain. That's the goal at this moment. We can't clear these because they're already being cleared, but we can absolutely clear these. Looks good. No tile blockers in these worlds right now. This one has one. This one has one. As does this. Excellent. So once we get these tile blockers cleared, then we can specialize these worlds into their final forms, which will be absolutely fantastic. Oh, 7 tile blockers here. Wow. That's kind of a lot. We'll get those cleared off. Perfect. No tile blockers here. Here's one. What else do we have? A new astral rift, but I don't actually care about that right now. We'll come back to that in a moment. We should probably care about it, actually. Okay, this is 6 tile blockers here to clean off. There we go. And what else do we have? 9 tile blockers here. Wow. That's quite a lot of tile blockers, for sure. I think that's from those toxic worlds. And that's fine. 10 tile blockers here. So we're going to not have enough energy credits to get all of this done. That's understood. I'm going to purchase in 10k more energy credits. That'll be enough for now. Okay. And let's get all of that cleared off. Perfect. 10 tile blockers here as well. So that's very significant, no doubt about that. We'll absolutely want to get these cleared off. So we need more energy credits again. These are getting very expensive. But I want to just get this complete.
Have been pruned.
No tile blockers on these worlds, and now we're down to this frontier sector at this moment. So we've got some ruined districts here that need to be cleared up, and that's not very surprising. But they're also pretty cheap, so we'll get that all underway.
The weeds have been pruned.
7 here to do. I'm noticing that we are net negative on our alloys as well now. That's kind of wacky. I didn't expect that. That's probably just because of this situation here, so that's fine. That's also probably our food situation. Okay. 5 tile blockers here. These are all ruined districts. Sounds good.
The weeds have been pruned.
Okay. So that should be all of our tile blockers dealt with at this moment. So now... Oh, we have an orbital ring here. Exciting. Okay, well, we'll come back to that. Now what we need to do is we need to make some of these into sectors. Okay.
Old growth cleared for new life.
Cool. So that looks good. We need an engineering research. Living metal is fine, and we can unlock our own orbital rings as well. Probably not a bad idea to do. Interstellar Favarian Conglomerate has rivaled us. Not shocking, that. Planetary infrastructure upkeep, and yep, we'll take that. So that sounds good. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to get some more terraformations going, if we can. So we've been kind of working from this way over as of right now, so that's fine. We can continue to work on that. We've got this up over here. And I'd love to get that terraforming. So let's do exactly that. How many more of these do we have to do?
Been pruned.
Well, we've got 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Old growth
7, 8,
cleared for new
9.
life.
That's a lot of
Old
biomass.
growth cleared for new life.
That's a whole lot of biomass.
Old growth cleared for new life.
Yeah, that's going to keep happening.
The weeds have been pruned.
Okay, so we can activate a relic here,
The
and
weeds have been
honestly,
pruned.
this is probably not a bad idea. Additional energy
The
credits would
weeds
not be
have
bad.
been pruned. The
So we've got
weeds
places
have
like
been
this.
pruned.
This is set up as a photosynthesis world right now, and this is not ultimately what we
Old
want it
growth
to be,
cleared
right?
for new life.
But for now,
The
this is
weeds have been
relatively
pruned.
okay. Where is Plant Heart at this moment? Okay, here's Heart of the Artichoke. So this is
Old
this is our
growth
capital
cleared
at this
for
moment,
new
and we
life.
could put in resources here. The Agarian
Old
League
growth
is currently
cleared for
insulting
new
us.
life.
Very rude of them. They're probably going to be thinking about attacking us. Now, the second Corolla needs to be upgrading, for sure, as does the Blossoming Corolla, apparently. I want to grab these fleets. There we go. Go ahead and upgrade.
Old
So
growth
that'll be fine.
cleared
We'll get
for
working
new
on that.
life.
And we're going to want to boost up our fleet sizes, for sure. We need to
The
overhaul our
weeds
fleets
have been pruned.
and sort of standardize them at this moment. But I kind of want to wait, if the AI lets us, until we have Titans. That's a big if.
Old growth cleared for new life.
They're making claims on us, and that's very
Old
rude of them.
growth
We're going to
cleared
start
for new
upgrading this
life.
starbase. They are almost certainly going to be attacking us. We know that the Interstellar Favarian Conglomerate, the United Deathican Commonwealth, and the Agarian League all don't like us very much. I'm wondering about these guys. They wouldn't accept an embassy. They're hostile to us right now. I'm going to improve relations with them, but then I'm also going to try to improve relations with the Agarian League. It's probably not going to go very well. But that's okay for now. So we've got the Ovzant down over here who will help us, and these guys, they're not necessarily together in terms of like a federation. Yeah, they kind of hate each other. So that's something we can maybe use to our advantage. So that's absolutely noted.
The weeds have been pruned.
So we've managed to get a
Vessels
decent
strengthened.
amount of work done here.
The weeds have been pruned.
But we do need to get these set up properly. And at this moment, I'd like to have all of these be elders so that we can see more easily where we are in
The
these
weeds
situations.
have been pruned.
We can go up to 280. It's going to be 300 by the time we finish up our
Old
time.
growth cleared for new life.
So that's absolutely noted.
Old growth cleared for new life.
How's that hunter world doing?
Old growth cleared for new life.
Okay, we can absolutely upgrade to a planetary root complex. I want to do that, and let's get an ore spine, and let's get solar microlungs.
Vessels strengthened.
And I also want to
Old
change
growth
this Cradle of
cleared
Rebirth
for
at
new
this
life.
moment over to a bone garrison, because we want to have more naval cap. We clearly need more of that.
Old growth
So that's absolutely
cleared
fine for
new
now. We'll
life.
get that underway. We're going to have enough to get another terraformation going here very shortly. So we'd like to get this done. We're currently lacking 2 months worth, but just barely. We're going to be 6 short. That's kind of sad.
The weeds
but it's fine.
have been pruned.
So we need to get our biomass for this. We've been very, very strained on our biomass this entire time, but we're doing much better on biomass production now, so that's good. Okay, let's get this terraformation underway. Perfect. So there's a lot of terraformations that are currently happening, and that's fine for the moment.
Old growth cleared for new life.
We're up to 956 naval capacity now.
The weeds
That's
have
definitely an
been pruned.
improvement there. Okay, where's that hunter world at? It's up over here somewhere, I think. I wouldn't mind getting a second hunter world, and I think we probably should. So I want to look for a location that doesn't have much of other resources. This is a decent option. So we can make this be a command bulb here and here. This can be specialized, and we can build one orchard forest and one photosynthesis field, but then the rest of these are going to be communal biomes. And we can also upgrade
Old
this.
growth cleared for new life.
Okay, so that's the best we can do for right now, but we're going to swap some of these hollow mountains over for being communal biomes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of them, like that. Then we're going to start replacing these cradles of rebirth
Growth
with bone
continues.
garrisons, which is going to cut down on our biomass production, but we really, really need the naval capacity. So that will be fine for now. We'll get that going. Okay, so that's all underway. That will take some time, but that will definitely
The
be useful.
weeds have been
This
pruned.
is going to be Titan assembly yards, assuming we still need those. I don't know if we do, actually. We'll find out. I'm going to keep that slot open until we know for a fact. So that's fine. And
Old
next up, of
growth
course, we're
cleared
going to
for
want
new
to
life.
get more terraformation done. We need to get
weeds
all
have
of these
been pruned.
terraformations completed as soon as possible.
The
That's our
weeds
top
have
priority.
been pruned.
Our other secondary priority would be getting our food situation under control, but I believe that that is simply because of our naval capacity. I think that's the primary issue there. So getting this secondary hunter world online is going to be a very big deal. That's not this one. That's one of these, but I think it's way down here. Oh, did I specialize that? I did not. It's still
Old
auto-designated.
growth
I'm going to
cleared
mark
for
that
new
as
life.
a hunter world. There we go. So now that we know that that's a hunter world, that will be fine. So the orchard forest here just finished up. We want to put in a bloom loom, and we want to put in solar
weeds
mycolungs
have been
here.
pruned.
But otherwise, this is mostly what we need to work on at this moment. The command bulbs are going to get us some naval
The
capacity
weeds
for
have
sure.
been pruned.
And we're going to want to put in the buildings here. That's going to be a very, very high priority. But we also want to spend our biomass on colonization. So we're being pulled in multiple directions here at this moment. I'm a little concerned that the AI is planning to attack us. I'm 90% certain that they are. And we need to be boosting up our fleets to work on that. So that means bringing up our naval capacity. Overall, we're going to need 300 times 4. So that's 1,200 total naval
The
capacity,
weeds
right?
have been pruned.
No, we're at 1,277 right now. Something's wrong here. These are going to be at 300 each. 300 times 4 is 1,200. But we're currently at 1,277, and we're nowhere near that capacity. This is only about half the capacity. What's going on here? Do we have extra fleets somewhere? No. Am I mathing wrong? Let's pull up a calculator. Times 300. 1,200. Yeah, that's what I thought. Intriguing. What am I missing here? I'm definitely missing something. No doubt about it, I'm missing something. Where is this going? So our power projection is only 50%. So I think that's about right. We just need about 2,400 naval capacity. Okay. Well, we definitely need to work our way towards getting that. So the question is, how much is this hunter world actually going to get us? Well, we absolutely need to get these bone garrisons queued
The
up here.
wild grows wiser.
And we absolutely want to get these lithic boars going here as well. So those will be fine, and we're working on the communal biomes for right now. So we're up to 1010. I'm wondering how much are we getting from buildings at this moment? from Pops, I think is the answer there. 211. Okay. Well, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to work towards getting our naval capacity more like where we're going to need it to be. And we're also going to want to overhaul our ships and get those upgraded. And we're going to want to get our fleets built up to maximum, because I think that the AI is currently looking at us as a bit of a juicy target. That is my suspicion. I do want to get this built up real quick before we go here, but it is time to put that cut in, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Dark Horse, Ethan Feldman, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video. And as always, I will see you all next time.